hate to be the breaker of bad news for people who don't already know this. Women's health are under prioritized.
Apparently, there's some cultures where they kill chicken. When you see your period, your family has to make it happen. You're going to a whole chicken just for you to make it into pepper soup. 9 primary school. I can't forget. It was horrible. Hello, people of the phone.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, this is the third episode.
Third?
Like we've done 1, 2, and now 3 episodes of the fold.
Yeah, pilot episode.
Yeah, the pilot episode and then 2 other episodes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you so much for sticking all this while. And
gracias.
Also grateful. Thank you. And today, we're talking about periods, and that's on
period.
So today, I'm gonna be that laid back girl. I'm gonna be the bullying, but I'll just keep quiet. I'm gonna be that laid back girl, and we're gonna be learning from the wisdom of the girl herself, the queen. I'll be hyping you and making you feel good about yourself. But when it comes to me, Franca, you know what? We'll take this off air. Anyway, so we're going to be learning a lot today about periods, and Franca is going to be taking us on this journey.
Hey.
And I'm just going to be here to just, be that pilot, to just glide things through. So, baby girl, we're talking about what exactly are periods? Like, when you say periods, what is happening? Apart from the blood everywhere and the pain and the everything, cravings that comes period, those are like the major things. But when a woman is on a period, like when you are menstruating, what's going on with that? Like, what exactly is happening?
Okay, thank you very much, my darling Megs.
Finally. That feels good.
You mean a lot to me,
Oh, stop.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, so when we say period, menstruation, what it means in simple terms is that the uterus is shedding its inner lining because pregnancy did not occur.
Yeah.
So before we said it that the entire menstrual cycle, we said it in the last episode, that it's just preparing you for pregnancy. That's just nature's way of preparing for pregnancy.
Yeah.
So if pregnancy occurs, you don't get your period. And if pregnancy doesn't occur, the uterus that has built up a fine place for pregnancy to occur, like in the uterus, the lining they've been thick thanks to estrogen and progesterone. And when pregnancy does not occur, so it wants to get rid of that, to remove it and then start the entire process again and see, it didn't work this time, maybe it will work next time. The pregnancy didn't happen this time, maybe it will happen next time. So basically that's just period. The uterus is shedding, and when it sheds, it's not just the tissue that's coming out. Blood vessels are coming with it. The cervical mucus, we have vaginal secretion. So all of these things are what comes out, and then you see as that blood on your underwear.
So what you're saying is period blood is not literally just straight from the heart, pumped into the system,
No. No, it's not blood from the heart, no.
So when you talk about periods, when do periods start? I don't mean like when do they, because obviously cycles, they are different from everybody. But when does periods start? Now I want you to say it in terms of 2 things. Like, what's the period that when menstruation starts in a young girl? What is it called? Because a lot of people don't know what it's called. And then from then to when it stops as well, what is it also called? And then what's the age range for each of these activities, basically?
So when period starts, first it starts at the age range between 9 and 13.
Okay.
But the average age for it to start is 12. I think I started mine at 12.
I was one of the
late bloomers.
Early 9.
9!
Primary school. I can't forget. It was horrible. I was in primary school.
Whoa.
I think I was in my last year in primary school.
What did you think was happening to you?
Unfortunately, I already knew what it was because I had like my elder sisters at the time. that were living in the house with me. So it wasn't really much of like, I already knew like the basics of it. And then there were pads in the house and, stuff like that.
Well, mine wasn't dramatic as well, but I started in JSS3.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I was 12. It was during PE. Physical exercise class. Sports, people knew. But the thing was, I was in a boarding house in JSS1 and JSS2, so I knew about periods. So it was like I was waiting for it to come.
Oh,
so it wasn't coming.
It wasn't coming,
Like it wasn't starting. I knew what it was, but it wasn't starting. So when I saw it in JSS3, I was like, finally, this thing came. And I just told my mom, but I was 12. I remember I was 12.
I think I was 10. 10
wow, that's
9.
early.
I think it was 10.
So yeah, that's the range.
But I think I've heard this PE thing quite a lot.
The exercise,
probably.
Yeah. I'm going to get there.
I've heard like this, like the third or fourth time somebody saying they started their period doing PE. I remember a friend of mine said she was running, like, or was she doing a high jump or something? I can't remember.
Exercise.
And then immediately it just happened. Like when she was done, she sat down and she got up, and then her entire back, like her skirt and everything, was completely stained with blood, and it was a horrible experience for her. So for a first time, that can be, weird. And especially the fact that there are children around. I wonder how they would have taken that situation. But anyway, so guys, we want to know your Menarche story.
Yeah, I think we should do a thing. Hashtag my Menarche story. Some people are very, very funny. Our mothers have funny
really
stories.
Funny ones. Apparently, there's some cultures where they kill chicken. If a girl,
that would make me feel special.
I know. As if you, I can't remember the tribe. I think it's a tribe in Nigeria. When you see your period, your family has to make it happen. You are going to a whole chicken just for you. They'll make it into pepper soup. Is it? I can't remember. I don't want to call a wrong tribe. They'll make it into pepper soup for you, and you will eat the whole thing. Like, yes. I
want.
I know.
I wish. But yeah, please let's hear your Menarche story.
Yeah, so what's the Menarche story? How did it all start? What happened? Was it nice? Was it pretty? And stuff like that. So
average of 12 years. And then the thing is, it starts mostly 2 years after you started seeing your, pubic hair. Your breast starts developing. Just shortly after that, it starts. But the thing is, if a girl is 15 and she's not started, she needs to see the doctor. Because 15 is like,
the max age.
You're already a teenager, you're already, So yeah, if at 15 a child hasn't started, needs to see a doctor for them.
Well, I think
there are so many things that influence it, like exercise, diet, stress. You'll be surprised that a child that is obsessing over junior WAEC or something.
Yes.
Things like that. It might delay it. So best to see a doctor actually.
And I think a lot of young girls, they start and then they have a period where like it ceases.
Yes.
And then it comes
back. It usually happens at Menarche, after Menarche. For the first 2-3 years, it's not regular. You don't even know your pattern yet. Until maybe later when it goes like 15, 16, and then it becomes regular. Then you know your normal pattern. So when it's irregular like that, it might not be there's a problem, but it's still best to check.
To just check
confirm
in
with the doctor.
Okay.
Nothing's wrong.
So does it all finish? When is the battle won against periods?
Battle one.
When is that battle and a new one begins?
A new one begins. Thank you very much. Because we don't rest.
Oh Lord.
We don't rest. So that would be menopause.
Topic,
Menopause is when you stop menstruating. So it's basically what's happening in menopause is you've not seen your period for 12 months. So it happens at the age there's an age, but mostly around 51, 51. That's when the average age, I said the average age for menarche is 12. For menopause is 51. So I'm not saying a woman that is 52 cannot still see her period. She can. I'm just saying the average range is 51. And what happens in menopause is that you stop ovulating. If you listen to the previous episode, you're going to know that we said things that we explained ovulation and what's happening and what's causing period. So ovulation is when the woman stops ovulating, no more eggs, and then you're not getting pregnant again. You don't want eggs. Since eggs are not coming, period is not happening. Pregnancy is not happening. Period won't happen either. Because no uterus is building up, nothing is shedding. The hormones are withdrawing now. So people think when you immediately stop seeing your period is menopause. No.
Yeah.
Let's say you stop seeing your period December 31st of 2024.
Yeah.
And throughout 2025, up until December 31, 2025, you did not see your period. So on December 31st, 2025, you're going to say, oh, that's your menopause. You've hit menopause.
Yeah.
And this is in absence of any disease condition. You're not pregnant. You just didn't see your period for 12 months.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, you've hit menopause. So the time between the period of that 12 months up until the day where you do the 1 year anniversary of your period is what we call the premenopausal phase.
Yeah.
And then the menopause is like the anniversary. So it's just a day, the anniversary, 12-month anniversary of your last period. After then is what we call postmenopausal phase. So yeah, that's menopause.
So menopause is not every single thing that happens after you see your last period. It's literally when it's 1 year post period, and the period before that is premenopause, and the period after your menopause is post-menopause. That's really, really nice to know.
And honestly, there are some symptoms that will just that you are going to
know. And menopause is not a walk in the park.
Yeah, it's not a quiet phase.
It's not a walk.
It's a very loud phase.
It's very loud and
very loud phase.
We are going to really have conversations about it
and the symptoms and
the focus. A lot of people don't know, and
a lot of people don't know. They think it's just something that you just
stop. No, that's not it. Menopause is an entire walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park, rather, it's an entire phase that a lot of women need, proper education and support for. So we're going to get into that, in a later episode. But for now, we're talking about period, and periods. So let's talk about the flashcards when it comes to period. Those information that every woman should have at the fingertips.
Yes.
When it comes to period. Like, what is an average cycle length? I think we spoke about that.
We spoke about that. Hello, cycle episode. Yeah. Go listen.
So before we say it, put it in the comment section. What's the average cycle length? Don't check anywhere, don't Google. If you are one of us, if you are a folder, you should know it off the top of your head.
It's folder now?
We're working on this.
Okay, so what's it?
Franca, you're the one answering the questions today.
Do you know it?
I do. It's 21 to 35 days though. Ooh. Oh, you now made me to answer.
It's 21 to 35 days. And so if your cycle length is between 21 to 35 days, it is considered normal.
Yeah.
And I think because people say the average length is 28 days, some people stop counting after 28 days.
Yeah.
They just say, oh, my period is irregular after 28 days when they don't see their period. But chill.
You can go as far as 35 days.
You can go as far as 35. Start getting worried when it's more than 35 days.
Yeah.
And then you contact your doctor. And there might be a little variations. We spoke about this in the last episode. If it's 21 days this month, 22 days next month, the next cycle, it might not be an issue. It might just be stress, influencing your diet, exercise. But when you see that there's like a huge difference, it's sudden and then it's consistent, that's when we need to look into it
better.
And like we said, you also need to track so you know what's normal to your normal pattern
and what's a bit off.
We have something for you about
Stay
that.
Tuned to the end. Something's coming. Okay, so what's a normal period duration?
2 to 7 days.
Yeah.
But average of 5 days.
I wish I was part of the 2 days girl.
I know my friend is very lucky. She just for 2 days and there's nothing wrong with her.
How does it feel to
She's going to see the doctor. God's favorite. Tell me about it. 2 days. And the thing is, this thing changes, it changes because there was a time I was 7 days. I'm not even playing.
Wow.
7 days. And then it just went back to 5 days.
I think mine is day 1, day 2, day 3 begins to deceive you that it's no longer there or it's getting
I think that's the same for most people.
And then day 4, it just comes.
No, that's not mine.
Day 5. But beware, better wear pad on the 6th. On the 6th day,
it's coming.
There's the sound of abundance.
It's coming, but the dang.
So usually, I think I am usually padded up for like a week because sometimes on the 7th day, they might still be a little, but usually on the 7th day it's all dry. But on the 6th day, sometimes I still get surprised here and there. So I just make sure I'm protected.
First day, silent, like just normal flow. Just introducing itself. I'm here, girl. Get ready for me tomorrow. And the second day,
Hell.
my Father in heaven, I am not getting myself. I am in the toilet every 3 hours. So yeah, third day is heavy. Second day is heavy for me. Third day is heavy. Fourth, not really. I don't see anything, honestly, just spotting. But fifth day, I wear panty liners. But sixth day, nah, nothing. Seventh day, nothing.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. 3 to 7, 2 to 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a line.
Okay. Another thing that I think is important, because not a lot of people know it. I think not a lot of people even give so much thought to it, is what's the average amount of blood loss, total amount of blood loss in an entire period?
So there's the normal, what's considered normal, and that's just, it's funny because when I was reading about this, it's like, when I saw it, I was like, no, it can't be. Because it says normal blood loss should be 20 to 90 mil.
In the entire period?
The entire period, not just for one day, the entire period, 20 to 90 mil. So like every day is about 5, for people that have light bleeders, 5 mil every day. Can you believe that? 5 mil of blood every day.
So why does it look so much?
I'm getting there. First, because it's not just blood.
Yeah.
It's there's, like I mentioned earlier, there's tissue, there's cervical mucosa, there's vaginal secretions mixed together. Another thing is, have you ever tried to put blood, 5 mil of blood, on a white paper?
Yeah.
It looks like a crime scene.
Yeah, we actually did the experiment.
So we did the experiment. We're going to show it to you. We'll put it on the screen. So visual trickery.
Yeah.
It looks like it. So it looks like it's much. Yeah. Another thing is that the sensation, you're going to be cramping.
Yeah. So it looks like it's pumping.
Yeah. So there's sensation. It's telling you that something is going on down there. So you just feel like there's this sense of fullness.
Yeah.
Is there another thing again is period products absorb, and when they absorb, they swell.
Yeah.
So when it's bulky, you feel like
it looks
a lot. But honestly, it's just 20 mil, 20 to about 90 mil. We did the experiment. We're going to show you, and that's just. I'm so happy.
We soaked like period products, both regular flow and heavy flow. With over 100 mils of blood. Ideally, that should be like your entire period
for blood. The entire 5 days.
And they both had the capacity to absorb all the amounts. Like it took everything. Although you can on see. Touching it,
you can see that it's so full.
We'll show you the video so you can see what we're talking about. On like pressing it, you can see that there's like blood coming out.
Yeah,
or
it's going to seep out. Yeah,
by the way, please, this is not real blood. From what you can see from the video we're showing now, you can see that it can take quite a lot. So when people change their pads regularly, or why you should change your pad regularly, it's not really because it can take all the blood. It's
for comfort. We did it for comfort, hygiene purpose, to prevent infections.
Yeah, because when the period flow has stayed too long outside, it can become. It's not great anymore.
It's not great.
It can lead to that environment is moist, and then it contributes to the growth of microorganisms, and leads to infection and stuff like that.
And then the blood, we know blood has a smell. Period blood has a smell.
So it's not very hygienic.
It's not,
and it's not very comfortable as well. So I guess that's the reason. But it shouldn't be because you are bleeding out your pads. Like your pads are completely full. You understand? So yeah. All right, so moving on from that, let's talk about period symptoms.
Yeah, my favorite part.
What are the common period symptoms that can happen?
Off the top of your head, I'm sure you can see everything that's wrong with you
when you're on your period.
Cramps, bleeding. What do you see? Yeah. You bleed, you have cramps, mood swings, low mood, same thing. Bloated, period poop, diarrhea.
Oh Lord.
Thank you, my bowel.
Don't remind me.
Which one again? What again? There are a lot. Headaches.
Yeah.
And they're very, very...
You see that headache one, is weird. Very weird.
And the thing is, some people get mild headaches, and some people literally get
migraines. I've had migraines once, and I'm like, this cannot be period. Like,
migraines. Let me tell you about menstrual migraines. Yeah, it's just on one side. The headaches, it only happens when for it to be a menstrual migraine, it's happening on your periods, like
Yeah, around the
around your
period.
periods. For some people, they say it starts 2 days before their period, and
Oh
then
God.
for some, it says they say it stays for about 72 hours into their period, and it's just on one side. This pain is not responding to over-the-counter pain meds. No,
What?
it's not. And for some people, it's associated with vomiting.
Yeah,
No, they
I've
are
experienced that
nauseated.
before. Yeah.
They're always vomiting, and they are very sensitive to light. Like they
Yeah.
can't open their eyes to light. I've seen this thing. It's terrible. The cause it's unknown, but they say it's associated with the fact that estrogen is leaving, withdrawal of
Yeah.
estrogen.
Oh,
That's like the
sudden withdrawal.
only
Makes sense.
thing
Definition.
that's
Yeah.
causing it. But they said people with issue of migraines are likely to have menstrual migraine. So maybe just watch out for that. And if you have menstrual migraines, please see a doctor for that. There are ways to manage it. I mean, there might be no cure, but there are ways
There
to
are ways to
relieve the
manage
pain.
it.
They are
It's
to
like
support
drinking
you
lots of
a lot,
water,
drink a lot of water,
and
and
then
there are some medications they prescribe
yeah,
actually that I
that are
don't
more
want to say because I
targeted.
don't want to,
Yeah.
like, we are not prescribing medications
Yeah.
here, we're just educating people.
Yeah.
But yes, there are
So
medications
please
that
see a
help
doctor. You don't have
to
to
relieve
suffer
it.
in silence. If
So
you know
yeah,
every single time you're on your period, you're having banging headaches, come on. Please see somebody about it. And,
please. And another speaking about abnormal symptoms now, I just
Yeah.
want to talk about the period symptoms and then talk about the
Yeah.
abnormal side to it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
Talking about cramps.
Yeah.
People feel cramps,
Yeah.
pain. Why do okay, I think I should explain cramping. Why the we experience cramp is because the why we experience cramping rather is because the uterus is, the lining has been built, is thick now.
Yeah.
So the uterus is trying to get rid of that. So
Yeah.
Jesus.
Prostaglandins.
Prostaglandins, a chemical in the body. So it helps to
Yeah.
contract the uterus.
Yeah.
By the way, it's this same prostaglandins that cause you to poop abnormally during your period.
Yeah.
But we get there.
Because it can actually affect the bowels as well.
Because that is cramping, yeah.
Yeah.
Your bowel starts. Yeah. They're
When
cramping.
when do we get a break, Raka?
Huh?
Even in menopause, there's no break. It's okay.
God loves us.
God really loves us.
No, yeah, God loves us. So yeah, talking about cramps, that's what causes it, and that's why we need to come out. But there are degrees to this pain. It's called period pains are called dysmenorrhea. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you've not heard of it, I'm telling you now, dysmenorrhea. So when people say, do you experience dysmenorrhea? They're talking about pain during period, the pain you experience during period. And there are two types of pains. There's a primary one. That's the one that is caused by the prostaglandins. And there's another one that is not normal. It's unbearable. We call it secondary dysmenorrhea. This is secondary because it is not just caused by prostaglandins contracting your uterus. It's also like there's an underlying condition that is influencing you to experience this unbearable, crazy pain. So if you are the person that, you experience this pain on your periods and then you've just kind of gotten used to it. I know people have different ways of coping with pain, but it doesn't still make sense for you to experience that much pain. It shouldn't be. So maybe you might want to get yourself checked. You might want to see a doctor. I mean, so many things can cause it. PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids, ovarian torsion. Many things can be. It can be as a result of many things, and it might not be anything. So you just want to get yourself checked. There's no harm in checking.
And the thing about it is that we are not trying to dismiss people and say, "Oh, periods are difficult." Periods are difficult.
Yeah, it's not
bleeding alone.
It's not working.
The inconvenience of wearing period pads or wearing tampons or that alone is a lot. And then you are cramping and then you have another. So periods are a lot. We're not trying to say periods are not a lot. But when the pain is so much, like I think
it's affecting your daily life.
I think as a rule of thumb,
you're taking breaks from
if you are having the kind of pain that you have to stop every single thing you're doing just to be able to cope with the pain. Like you can say, "Oh, I'm having cramps," but I can still be having a conversation.
Yeah,
I can still be doing at my own pace.
My cramps is being relieved by
pain
medications, over-the-counter medications. If it's getting relieved by
at least you're feeling a bit better.
Yeah,
I know somebody that said she has to take pentacillin injection.
Nah,
that's not normal, darling. That's not normal. If you have to take any form of injection, just to find relief because injections are released, faster.
Fast acting.
Yeah, if you have to take injections, some people have to be on IV infusion. Some people have to, take all sorts of. No, that's not normal period pain, right? So you don't have to suffer. There's nothing associated with womanhood that has to be suffer, 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 suffer. No, find out what's going on. Most of all these things that cause secondary dysmenorrhea, when they are discovered earlier, it's easier.
It's very easy to manage.
Yeah,
Very
especially
easy.
easier than when you now get to your reproductive. You're obviously in your reproductive age. When you get to the point where you want to now start,
Yeah. Conceiving, fertility.
it might have built up so much by then. So if you are the kind of person that you know that whenever your periods are coming, like your period is coming in a few days, the anxiety is crippling because you know you're about to have the most horrible days of your life.
It
Like
shouldn't really
it
be
shouldn't
like that.
be that
No.
way. That's not normal, darling. Okay, so you might want to see somebody about that.
The symptoms I mentioned, bleeding, headaches, if they are interrupting your daily activities, there's a problem. Or maybe it's a sign for you to look into something. Remember, I said the period is like a report card of your reproductive health.
Yeah.
Yeah, something is going on.
Something is going on.
Bleeding, we said it earlier. I think we've spoken much about bleeding earlier. We talked about if you need to double up on your period products, if you need to go and change every 2 hours. It's not normal. No, that shouldn't be.
Except you just want to change.
Yeah, maybe you're going out, you're going to be in the midst of people, you're going to be active, you're going to be walking. We did that during the experiment.
Yeah.
We tried to
turn
the pads. So if you're going to be walking, you're going to be exercising heavily. Yeah, you might want to change your period products
more
often.
regularly.
Yeah, because moving and all can cause you to get stained. But if it's not that, if it's that the bleeding is too heavy, no.
Your pads are getting full in 2 hours, no darling.
And I know there's this clot, blood clot that comes out during your periods. If it's more than a coin, like a 10p coin, yeah. This is a 10p coin. Is this visible?
I think so.
Yeah. If it's more than if it's larger than this, there should be a problem. There's a problem. Like you need to there might not be a problem, but just get
you need
checked.
to have it checked. If you're having huge clots,
yeah.
I know somebody that she said she usually has to sit on the toilet. She knows sometimes it feels like when the clots are coming, especially if it's a big one, not bigger than a coin. But sometimes they just come and you don't even know. Then when you want to change your pads, you see the clots. But when you can literally feel like you can't even walk properly because you can feel the heavy clots you can feel it at your lower abdomen, and then you have to go to a toilet. And then when she sits like this, the clots just starts coming down like huge. No, that's not normal.
Let's look into it, please. We're taking our health seriously, and that's what the fold is for. Another symptom is breast tenderness. Yes, it's when your breast is tender, it's painful, it feels heavy. So you can. It's a part of period symptoms. A normal symptoms of it's associated with period. Some people get, some people don't. But then if it's getting really painful, like you can. Some people say they feel their chest really heavy, like they can't breathe.
Like they have a lump or something.
Stone.
Yeah,
and it's okay. It's also advisable to please I know it's tender, but try to palpate, the breast. Check for if there are no extra lumps and all of this. But if you are discovering lumps please see the doctor. We need to look into that. Another period symptom is amenorrhea, when you don't even see the period at all.
Yeah.
If you don't see your period for 3 months, please let's see a doctor. Consecutively, please let's see a doctor. Something is wrong. Like I said, period is a report card for your reproductive health. And so if it's too light, if the bleeding is too light, let's see. Let's note it down. And then if it's consistent like that, okay, there's a problem. If it's suddenly heavy and it's consistent, let's see. If it's coming with headaches that are not there before, okay, let's note it down and then monitor it for like 3 months or 2 months and say, it's all
about being on top of things.
It's just about being on top of things. That's how you know you're normal.
Nobody's saying you should be paranoid.
No, we're not trying to be hypochondriacs or be paranoid.
But we're just saying be aware.
Be aware.
Know your body. So that when things begin to go off beats, you can detect them in time.
Another one is mood changes.
Please tell me about it.
I know we experience low moods, we experience mood swing because I'm actually cramping, I'm tired, I'm bleeding, I'm tired. and then somebody's breathing on my neck, and
Can you not?
can you not breathe around me? I get it. It's a part of
Oh
period
Lord.
symptoms. It's
Yeah.
our hormones just fluctuating and misfiring.
Yeah.
But then it gets to a certain, in some people, it can get really heightened. I mean, breakdown, crying.
Yeah.
Some people even get suicidal thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. Depression.
This should not be. This is
Shouldn't.
not a normal or usual period symptoms,
No.
and you might also want to like
Have a look.
have a look into that as well. So remember, we are talking about period symptoms in the context of what is normal and
And
what
what
is
is not
abnormal. So we're
abnormal.
just putting this side by side. So when it's extreme, look into it. Okay. Thank you very much. I think I've tried.
Yeah. You did an amazing job. Thank you for
And there was a study about period symptoms and how they impact women's life.
Yeah.
I think it was done carried out in about 40 over 42,000 women,
Okay.
and I think 88 percentage of women, 82 reported dysmenorrhea, that's painful
Painful
periods.
periods, yeah.
About 77 said reported tiredness. 70 reported there's another common symptoms,
Mood swings.
mood
Yeah.
swings, exactly. And then 48 women, this is where I'm even going to say
48%.
48%, not 48 women, sorry, 48 percentage. I'm talking in the context of percentage. Thank you. They said they felt tired and they felt tired and they had to delegate tasks, but they did not verbalize that. They didn't tell people around them that this is why I had to delegate tasks because I'm tired, because I'm weak.
I'm okay.
But when they were asked why, they're like, I don't think I should share. And this is where I'm going to.
Yeah.
Why are we still
Hush,
hushing
hush. Why?
about periods?
It's a normal for
It's not,
psychological process.
yeah. Why are we still keeping like making? It's not a taboo. This was something that happened in the dark ages, what do they call those mid centuries? Those times
Yeah.
we are enlightened.
Let's have open conversation.
Let's have open
We're not
conversation. And
saying
that's
going
how we
about
help.
on explaining your business to everybody. I believe in
Yeah.
keeping your business about every single thing in life. Not everybody has to know what's going on with you. But not being able to share with the immediate people around you that should be able to help you.
Yeah, and do you know
might be a
that's why? And do
problem.
you know that's why medicine, that's why like there's a I hate to be the breaker of bad news for people who don't already know this, but there's a well documented gender disparity in medical research. Women's health are under prioritized,
Marginalized,
under researched,
underfunded.
underfunded. Because and when asked why, when researchers are asked why they don't, really go into women's health, they say, oh, it's too complicated, they don't understand the symptoms. They won't understand the symptoms if women are not talking. And I'm not blaming us for medicine's ignorance, but I'm saying we can take back the power, which
Yeah.
we really need in this world. We really need it because there are so many conditions springing up for women that have no cure. And
People are
it's
just
just
confused. They don't
people
know
are
what
confused
what
about
it is.
it. Medicine needs our symptoms.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
We
You know
need
how
to
people are
talk.
like, oh, PCOS just came out from nowhere. Almost all the
It
ladies
did
have
not.
periods. PCOS has been there for donkeys since time immemorial. Women have been suffering different forms of hormonal imbalance. But the fact that it's just now we are beginning to get to that point where people are now beginning to say, oh, I feel this way. Oh, me too. Me too. Why?
Me too.
Why do I feel this way?
Why?
Why do I
In a
feel
garden
this way?
of 10 women, reproductive health, you're going to about half of women having reproductive health issues.
Yes. And like, oh, could it be something? Why don't we have
What's
a look?
happening?
Let's check.
You want to talk about self-care during periods?
Okay, I think for self-care during periods, like everything we've been saying here today, is based on you. What do you need? And then being able to notify those people around you that are about your business, like people that care about you, people that actually like you and they actually want you to, be fine. Do you understand? Identifying those people and then giving them heads up, let them know what is coming. And then if you can, itemize ways that you feel like you want to be supported during these times. Okay, during my periods, this is really difficult for me. If you can help me with this, fine. Another thing is, like we said about if you've not watched the cycle episode, now is a good time to do that.
Please
because
do.
we were able to itemize times in your cycle where your hormones are quote and unquote in your favor, right? So you might want to delegate more difficult and more tasking, events and tasks to a time to that period when it's not like, you're not on your period per se. For instance, you're getting married, you might want to fix your dates for a period when you're not probably going to be on your period, because having your wedding and being on your period is a lot.
And you won't even get. Okay, I don't want to interrupt you, Meg. Go on. I'll talk
Yeah,
about it later.
it's not going to be the best because a lot of things are happening at the same time in your body, and then mentally is draining. So if you have a big project coming up, you have a big event, something at work or something, if it is possible, have conversations. Don't be scared to bring it forward and say, is it possible for us to shift this because I have my period coming up soon? Talk to somebody that you
Yeah, I feel that
trust.
makes
Yes,
lots of. It's going
it
to
makes a lot
change
of
a lot of
sense.
things. It's going to change
Yes,
a
you
lot
should be
of
able to
things.
put it. In fact, I see a time
And this
when
is not weaponizing incompetencies or making.
no,
No, it's just
and I even see a
self
time.
care.
Yeah, I see a time when people become so aware of what periods are and how important they are, and how complicated they can be, especially in the lives of women, and then they want to make something or make a plan where a woman is like the center, or it's like the core that holds everything together. And then people are having honest conversations with you to say, is this working with your body? Does this work with your cycle? We can't get there. And then she's like,
Honestly,
yeah, well, yeah, it does. Or, well, now you've asked, I don't think so. I think it would have been better if we fix it for this time. This periods is a health problem, not a women's problem.
it's not.
Because
That's
when you
I was going to
say
end with that.
women's
It's not a
problem,
women's thing. It's a
there's
health
we are
thing.
living in this life in these times where women things are marginalized. And but before we get there, everybody needs to see that it is a health concern. It is a physiological process. Do you understand that? And the effects of period and symptoms of period affects women and people directly. So we need to see it
Exactly.
as what it is, right? So
Yeah.
for self-care, delegate the lighter tasks for when you're on your period. You can still work. Like I said, if you have to stop everything you're doing, then it might not be normal. So ideally, you might still, be able to go to work when your period if you can, and
Yeah.
but just take it easy. Listen to your body's signals. My body is telling me to stop. I need to stop. My body says I need a drink. I need a drink. My body says I need to eat something. I need to eat something.
Yeah.
Okay, just prioritize.
Drink water.
Yeah, drink lots of water, eat fruits and
Journal.
vegetables, journal, very important. Write things, those things you are feeling when you're on your period. Write them. When you get to a clearer part of your cycle, you go back and read those things. You probably have a good laugh, or you probably like oh, like I might need
You know
to,
I'm happy.
yeah, I might need to actually look into this because your period is when you are most critical. So you might have picked up on something that you need to work on. So when you go back to your journal, you're like, I wrote this thing on my period. Maybe I actually have to check on it.
Let me tell you why I'm happy. Let me tell you why
Fine,
I'm
it's
jumping.
okay.
Let me tell you why I'm jumping. Let me tell you why I'm jumping. We have something coming up. I'm so
She's so
excited.
excited. Like, you
We have
can tell.
something coming up,
Yep.
and honestly, this idea came when we're preparing for this period episode, and we just thought, you know what? We've been saying this let's track periods, let's track periods, let's track periods. Why don't we come up with something that helps women track period better? And we know that there are
Apps
apps that
to
you
do
can use to
that.
track your period. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But why not let's make it a journal?
Yeah.
So we came up with this idea, and then we're currently working on it. And it's just a journal. I think
Cycle journal,
it's a
basically.
cycle journal. It's not just your period, the day 1 to 5. No, it's every day of
Of
your
your
cycle.
cycle.
So what we want to do is we want you to know your normal, track your cycle, not just your period, not just the symptoms you feel on the first 5 days of your cycle, because that's when you're menstruating, or your first 7 days, that if you menstruate for 7 days. No, every day of the cycle. It will help you know your length, what your cycle length is, because you're going to be saying this, like you're going to be writing something every day. The period journal is designed in a way that every day of your cycle you can document things. There are list of symptoms on each page to help you. Oh, are you feeling this? We've written it. It might not apply to you. These symptoms might not apply to you, but we wrote it because these are what is common, like usual, with these phases and with each phases of cycle. So we just put these symptoms there. But there are other spaces for you to fill in symptoms that you are feeling on the day 14 of your cycle, on day 17 of your cycle. Bearing in mind that the first day of your cycle the
First day
first
of
time you
your
see your period.
yeah.
So from then you just need to start tracking. You're going to know your cycle length like this. You're going to be able to document things that you are feeling, not just symptoms, also emotions. What you feel is wrong. If you feel something is wrong, you're going to document it. And on each page of this cycle, another interesting thing is there are fun facts, or should I not fun facts, that things that will enlighten you,
Yeah.
different things to like
increase
your knowledge about you.
and
So we are not bombarding you with information. On each day, you just see a short note, something you didn't know before, and you might know it before, but it's there now. It's ingrained. It's in your consciousness. You know these things. It's going to be a very great book.
Watch out for the full journal.
Watch out for it. And at the end of each cycle, there's a cycle summary section where you get to write everything that happened, like key important things that happen in your cycle. You get to compare with the second month as well. There are going to be cues in each section telling you, like, to help you journal better. You can decide to use these cues if you want, and if you don't want to, you don't have to use these cues. They're just there to, help you think better.
Yeah.
What is peculiar to me? What happened in this cycle that I didn't experience in a previous cycle? Can you compare? So by the time you document this for 2 months, 3 months, you know you're normal. You know the symptoms that are pertaining to your cycle. You are able to track. You're able to pick something abnormal immediately and then take it to the doctor. And again, when a doctor sees you with a period portfolio that is detailing everything that's happened to you,
you know your
in your cycle, nobody's going to gaslight you. They know you know everything wrong with you. The painkillers you took that work for you, the ones you took that did not work for you, if you're documenting it there, because there's a cue there to say, did you take anything for this? Or do you get? And we are not making you paranoid. We're just making you aware of your body. And by this, we're going to educate more people that are going through this. So that's what this journal is about. I hope you're excited as we are. Because I am excited about this.
And then also, journaling is relaxing.
Yeah,
journaling is nice. It makes you feel good. When you're able to put pen to paper and then words come alive from your head and your heart and you can see them on ground. So we're going to make this journal in such a way that it's a period journal. That's like the core of it. But you can also journal other things.
Yeah.
And then how much your period like affects your mental state, and it helps you to, when you go back to reflect and say, when I was ovulating, these were the things I thought about.
Yes. And the thing is, we are going to put what Megan mentioned earlier, that we mentioned in the cycle phases, the different phases of cycle. So there's like a snapshot of the cycle phases in this journal as well that you can always refer to see what is happening. Like day 1 to day 3 follicular phase, the best activities to do at this phase, it's also in the journal. So it's packed. This because we don't want to just say things, we want to empower. And we are going to make it as affordable as we can, cost. So please just bear with us. Mm-hmm. And then when we were doing this thing, we thought about doing it for people in their like reproductive years, adults, But then we also found out that this would be a perfect gift for a teenager that is just starting a period. This just gives her a great head start. Things I wish I had when I was young.
Things I wish I knew when I started
menstruating. This is just going to open. Imagine a teenager opening each page of this journal and then seeing this cycle nugget. And then you can always refer back to the phases. And then we also do it in a way that we are going to put what's this thing called? This code where you can scan. Oh my God, help me. Is it barcode now? Thank you. Barcode that would refer you back.
You are very analog. I'm the one that's helping your digital ministry.
Wow.
You can give me my flowers later. It's fine.
Wow. Okay, so this barcode will refer you back to episodes where we talked about. Yeah. This episode we were talking about period. It also refer you to the cycle episode. Just needs to help your cycle better. And you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you too, please, because I know you're going to patronize us.
We can tell you're going to buy 10.
You're going to buy
that 10. That bridal shower you're going, you're thinking of what gift. That's what you're going to buy.
That teenager that is starting a period, that's a Menarche gift.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, we know.
We know. Thank you, and you're welcome. But please, thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. So more details for that coming up soon.
We're going to make another video for that. Thank you very much. Have we come to the end of this episode?
Finally.
Do we sing?
No.
But thank you so much for riding with us. Thank you, Mega.
3 episodes my love. Long.
3 episodes gone.
When you calling me your love, don't forget what I said. Continue. You were saying I'm your
love. This girl is a monkey.
Bye.
This girl is a monkey. The only reason I
You
love
see,
you
you
is
see how we
because
came from love to monkey.
the
Can
only
you
reason,
see?
honestly, the only reason I love you is because of your daughter, my baby.
Wow.
That's the only
Wow,
reason.
that's the only reason.
That's the
But
only
you've known me
reason.
longer than you've known her.
I love that girl with my entire life.
So all the period when you knew me and you did not know her, what was going on there?
I don't know. I think God was just you were a placeholder.
Wow. Guys, thank you very much for joining us on this amazing episode.
Thank you so much.
We're happy that you're here.
Please stay tuned.
Stay tuned for episode 4.
And please, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section.
Email us at reachthefold@gmail.com. We'll put all our
Instagram
details,
accounts,
everything.
DMs, feedbacks too. If you're doing really well, please tell us. It keeps us going. And if you're not doing well, I know Mega she might not be doing well. You can just tell me. I will correct her. Wow. Okay? Thank you.
If Franca is not doing well, like that intro, come to my DM.
And if you have song ideas for us, tell us. Let's sing this song. I still think the song goes.
Not the song.
Okay.
Please, if you have
I think yo.
You know what? I think guys, if taking just buy. I think Franca, let's just end because I'm done with you right now. Seriously. Bye, guys.